Hello again, Eric here, your learning futurist. And in this video, we're going to talk about Windows 11 and how it's free. And this is a great opportunity to talk about big tech's business model around offering things to you for free. Maybe you've heard it. There's this saying going around, if you're not the customer, the paying customer, you're the product when it comes to big tech and their business models. Facebook is free. A lot of things from Google and Apple are also free, but they're getting something out of it. So we're going to talk about Windows 11, what's in it, what changes are being made, and we're going to use this as an example to talk about the business model of free in big tech. Coming right up. All right, Windows 11 and how it's free. Well, it's not quite out just yet, and you're going to be able to get it for free. You can pay for it if you want to get the Pro version. There's been a kind of consumer and a Pro version of Windows available for quite some time. The Pro version is mainly for power users, but everyone else is going to get Windows 11 for free. Just as an upgrade. Windows first said that Windows 10 was going to be the last version that they'll ever make. They were just going to keep upgrading this one, but they're going to make some changes to it. And these changes might give us some insights to why they're actually making it free and some of the directions they're going to lean into for this free business model that I want to have Microsoft help us discuss in this video. Right? First one is that Windows 11 is going to require a few things. And the most important thing here is Windows 11 is going to be the first version that will require you to connect your Microsoft account to Windows. So just like you have to log into a device for Apple products and et cetera, that device is now connected to you. That Windows login is now going to be connected to your PC that it's installed in a much deeper way. So you're going to have to connect a public account, a public Microsoft account to your PC. And this is a requirement moving towards the future. So you have your Microsoft account, whether that be from a long time ago, maybe a Hotmail or Outlook account, that is now going to be connected to your Microsoft account. It's going to give you some conveniences like saving your preferences and installed software on some edge server somewhere for Microsoft, so it can be you can have those settings transported or shared files between different devices with that Microsoft account, whether it be different PCs or apps on a phone. It's getting more integrated with Android as well. So Windows is going to connect you to that use of Windows, and that goes with the whole use of free, because now more telemetry is going to be connected with the use of Windows, what software is being run, how it's being run, the data running through that particular account, and more is going to be gleaned from you as a user because they're requiring this login. The other requirement is, I don't think it's controversial, but it is also telling. That is requiring a TPM chip. And it's basically a encryption hardware device that's inside of your PC that gives keys on the hardware level to data on your hard drive. So this will protect against things like, booting up, taking your hard drive and booting it into another Windows machine, or then Windows is able to encrypt information on your hard drive at the hardware level. So this is actually more secure. But if you've watched any of my other videos, for example, asking the question, do you really own things when you buy them from Apple? Because Apple also is very good at serializing the encryption of hardware And so when you go, for example, to replace a screen on your iPhone, it won't work because it recognizes that that serial number is missing. So being able to replace parts and owning your own system to do with what you will is a little bit of a signal by requiring this for machines moving towards the future. Yes, more secure, but then again, Windows is going to have more control over what's happening on your hardware. And now, because your account, Microsoft account, is connected to Microsoft, and Microsoft has the encryption, access to that hardware level encryption of your hard drive, your account is now maybe also connected to the encryption of your own data on your PC. So what they plan to do with this and why exactly this is required, of course, what's coming from Microsoft is this is a security issue. There have been more security issues with Windows in very recent years. So that is definitely, a concern, and this will help with that. But also, you can see some extra control from Microsoft itself on your owned devices where this instance of Windows is installed. Right? So could this be a bait and switch? We've seen these type of things from other companies before, right? Offering things to you for free, like YouTube videos, and now they're monetizing them when they said they wouldn't before. ISPs, Netflix, and other services start raising the hikes after they entice you with free or very cheap products, moving features that used to be free into freemium or paid services. We could probably see more of this from Microsoft, but that's not the whole reason why it's free. There could be a grab for more money because more users are using it for free in the future, but I don't see that as the main concern with getting this free product from Microsoft. The big thing I'm probably most concerned about is privacy and the telemetry that Windows collects of its users. And this has been slowly increasing for many years. It was increased a lot with Windows 10 because they want to gather data about you, your use of Windows to make the products better, analyzing things on your hard drive, how you use it, the apps and when they're being used, error, things like that. But above and beyond that, now that your account is being connected to your instance of Windows, all of the ways that Windows is being used by you is now connected to you personally. And that now data can be connected with everything else that either Microsoft owns or other companies as well. Is this data going to be provided as an enterprise tool for enterprise, for example, training AI systems or selling data to advertisers even? That type of use of data by big tech companies is a big revenue stream for them, and one of the reasons why it's free. That's why Facebook is free as well, right? Getting that data from you and knowing how to target you with specific services. But they didn't mention privacy a lot in their announcement of Windows 11, which is a little bit concerning. If you want to know how to turn off the telemetry, you can't turn it off completely, of course, but there is a way to turn it off. It's called the Connected User Experience and Telemetry. It's running all the time on your Windows PC. You can turn it off. I'll put a link to that in the description. But the biggest thing that can tell us a lot about Windows and the free model is where Microsoft makes its money. And so we can see a chart here from 2019. The majority of their revenue from Microsoft comes from enterprise cloud services. So selling to businesses which are selling things to you. That could be in the sale of cloud computing services. For example, storage of data on a cloud server or processing information on an edge server to run the apps that you use, to run software that you use for big companies to do their business throughout the world, selling those services to enterprise. And this actually includes selling data for insights, for advertising, for research for enterprise systems as well. So the data collected about the use of Windows and the information collected through the use of Windows could be a part of a data cell, or an analyze kind of overview uh, version of that data could be used in this revenue stream as well. Other one is Office Commercial, right? This is another reason why I think Office is free, and why Android is free from Google as well as an operating system, right? It's not about to get you using that as a base from which to sell you other products. So a big cash cow for Microsoft is Office, and now they're moving that into Microsoft Teams as a base for their commercial software, enterprise software like Word, PowerPoint, Excel, etc. And so those can be integrated, bundled into Windows, of course, and get your subscription services from those things moving towards the future. So, of course, every business are using these anyway. They're going to want to pay for them. And so having more people use Windows, of course, is going to help that particular revenue stream. So these are probably growing more than ever now that we're working more from home. So Windows itself, you can see them looking to easily take a cut from actually selling bits of Windows and growing their other revenue streams even more. So you can see this in Facebook. You get it Facebook for free, but it grabs your data, uses that for cloud services. It takes cuts from agreements from different companies to put games and apps and other connected services in front of you. Microsoft, of course, is no different as far as that is concerned. Microsoft actually is also in the advertising game, so they're trying to increase that as well. Google and Facebook have a very dominant share in that marketplace. Microsoft would love to get into that a little bit more as well. So it's free, but it's not free. They're looking to get information from you. They're looking to have more control over what you do with your PC, and they're looking to use the data and leverage that use of Microsoft to put more things in front of you, subscriptions, services for not just Microsoft, but from partners and people that pay them to put things in front of you. And that is at the heart of the free business model that Microsoft and other big tech companies put in front of you. But many of us are going to get a lot of good use out of Windows. Windows 11 does have some other interesting features in it that might be useful. What do you think about the free business model of big tech, especially Android, Google Search, now Windows 11? Is this a good thing for you? This is something that you're willing to give up a little bit of control and a little bit of privacy to save some money? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye now.